So today is a very good day. Why? Why is today a very good day, Kingu? Because it is always darkest before the dawn. And the dawn... Ah! Ha, ha, ha. The dawn, ladies and gentlemen, is here. The light has shined on one of my boys, and that boy is Yonko Kaido. People have been misunderstanding Kaido for the past month, and I can understand why, but it was still Kaido misunderstood. In the real time, Kaido is squeaky clean. Mr. Clean can't do a better job of sculpting a character. Sky Island landed in front of Eustace Kid, Basil Hawkins, and Apu, and proceeded to basically give Kid and Killer and his boys the beatdown. Hawkins, when he read the tarot cards, when he was talking to Law, like, oh my god, we just couldn't beat him. The chance of escape 0, chance of surrender like 40% or it was low. Because he was so damn good. Big Mom was even like, yo, you want to beat that thing? Omega Lol, Luffy. Omega Lol. Are you kidding me? Luffy himself, Gear 4, Bone Man, Kong Organ. In the anime, he does everything in the book. And Kaido... Raime Hake! Raime Hake! The man has been clean in the real time. But in the flashback, when Kaido was a much younger lad, when Kaido, I would argue, was not Yonko level, he fought against a guy that I would say was stronger than him. And that man is Kozuki Oden. And Kozuki Oden is a phenomenal dude. Whitebeard himself stated, oh my god, whoa, something incredible is coming. My boys, stay back. Margo! Stay back, Kuruna! Margo! He had to hold back his boys because Oden was coming on. And it was a goddamn, truly a phenomenal figure. But people saw the defeat of one Yonko Kaido. Not Yonko at the time, I'd argue. Old himself did say before that the newer generation of Yonko are Shanks and Kaido. So easily arguing Kaido was not Yonko level at the time. And Kaido, it seemed like he was on the verge of death. Now, arguably so, it is not a good move on Oda's part to have the main baddie, the raid boss of this arc that we're in right now, lose. Even in the flashback, because then that ruins that sense of danger, that expectation that we have for Kaido in the real time. And it did kind of. Obviously, I'm not gonna deny that, it is what it is. A key example of that is Horty Jones. Horty Jones was defeated by Zoro, but he's still the main bad guy of Fishman Island. So when you're defeated by Zoro, another Straw Hat crew member, and you're still the main baddie, the sense of danger around this dude is of course tremendously mitigated, as in like it's almost non-existent. We knew that Horty Jones wasn't gonna be a major deal, like it is what it is. But Kaido is a Yonko. A lot of folks put him, and they still should put him in their top 5 strongest characters in current day One Piece. And yet, because he was on the verge, quote unquote, on the verge of death to Kozuki Oden, and in came the Baba, masquerading as Momonosuke, and then Oden was caught off guard, alright? His observation haki was not that good, apparently. Even though he has Conqueror's haki, that was never used either, but whatever. Kaido comes and clubs him in the back of the head. Long live the king.
Long live the king.
And all of a sudden, whoa, wait a minute, Kaido, oh my god. Whoa, what a scumbag. What a Blackbeard move. Kaido's mad dirty. Kaido's filthy. Kaido's a scumbag. And I, seeing still, clearly, the man who was Kaido. My vision wasn't obscured by the dark. And my vision, which is 2020, despite the glasses, my vision, which was 2020, I knew, no. People don't get it. This is not something that Kaido intended to do. This is what Orochi probably planned, or the old woman herself planned this. Kaido was in the heat of the moment, gravely wounded by Kozuki Chaden, and in that state of bloodlust, swung at Chaden because he had suffered a major wound from Chaden. Not only that, but Chaden himself even states to leave this country and never come again. How can someone who is on the verge of killing somebody say something like that? Not, I'm gonna kill you, go to hell, motherfucker. No. None of that. It was just, hey, yo, don't come back here ever again. Which would imply that even though Chaden gave Kaido a very grave wound, he couldn't still kill Kaido. And this kind of goes in lockstep with what we get in the real time, where Kaido's lost before. He's been captured before by Marines and other Yonko dudes. He's been tortured before. And yet no one could kill Kaido. No one could kill Kaido. They tried to execute Kaido, and they all failed. The man sank almost 10 battleships. Prison battleships. So in hindsight, it's not really a big deal at all that Kaido was defeated by Kozuki Chaden. It's just that at that given point in time, you do lose yourself in the moment. And in that moment, Kaido doesn't look good. He just doesn't. And the fact that what we saw goes against the grain of what we know Kaido to be in the real time, it is off-putting. That's obvious. I'm not going to deny that. It is what is there. And then compound that with a few chapters later from that chapter where we see Kaido come down in the flashback within a flashback. It was him fighting against Chaden, and he had those atrocious crab legs. Please fix that. I am begging you. If that's in the official volumes, we have to fire somebody. We have to fire somebody in Shueisha, Shonen Jump, one of the editors. Fire somebody, because they f***ed it up, and they f***ed it up real bad. It is a meme when, and even in the latest chapter, Kaido's legs were looking too small. Kaido's legs, he should be like me. His legs should be thick boy legs. Thick boy legs, men. They should be meaty and hardy, rippling with muscle. This is all muscle. This is all, this is all muscle, I'm telling you that. Kaido's legs should be thick, god damn it. And yet, during that chapter, we find out that Kaido had offerings. You know, he had these quote-unquote hostages. And this led to, some very unsettling memes and monikers for my boy Kaido, aka 100 hostages Kaido. See, that's blasphemous. That is truly blasphemous.
That is blasphemous.
Without question. Hell no. What? Listen, I explained back then too. You're misunderstanding. This is not necessarily what Kaido intends to do. Kaido's a lad. This is Orochi. It is very possible that Orochi was the one who commanded the old lady, the old hag, to masquerade as Momo to distract Chaden during the war. It was also Orochi's idea to have the goddamn offerings in the first place. It clearly was. As a character, Kaido operates a bit differently. He's more so, we don't know the reason why he wants to kill himself. We have no idea yet. We'll find out at some point, obviously. But Kaido is, I would safely say, a more complex dude than what folks want to give him credit for. Right now, he's just a brute. But there is an underlining tone of Kaido that has some depth to it. But Oda hasn't gotten there yet, even though we've gotten the entire Chaden flashback. But that being said, in the latest chapter, despite the darkness, it is darkest before the dawn. And the dawn came shining in like a river over the heavens. I am telling you, it is crazy. In the last chapter, my man Kaido, for some reason with the goddamn shotgun. It was kind of cool, but like the double like the double hair cannon? Like really? Like not a club? No? Like not transform into a dragon, use a fire wave? You know, no? Just
Get her done.
all right, fair enough. All right, whatever works, Oda. We have a very good conversation between Shaden and Kaido. And Kaido apologizes. Like, yo, my bad for the old woman. Had her killed, but my bad on that one. I'll take that one. Oh, what is this? And then Shaden, how upright of you. Not bad, kid. Get stronger. Because he knows 20 years from now, there are going to be folks coming in hot to try and take down Kaido. And he says, Kaido, get stronger, kid. And also, let's not forget the fact that, according to Kaido, Oden's body was already dead, meaning that he spent 1 hour in the boiling oil, and his body was pretty much beyond repair. So if Oden actually got out of that pot, he probably would have just died anyway a few hours later because of the damage done to his body. So he was on borrowed time. And instead of having Oden suffer through that grueling death over the course of those next few hours, Kaido was such a lad, a man of such great honor, that he decided to put him out of his misery. So it is alluded to in the flashback that Shaden is stronger than Kaido. But how strong, we don't know. He could be like exponentially stronger or just like a little bit stronger. I would say that like they're actually like kind of relatively equal, because Shaden was still weary of Kaido and Orochi and their forces. If Oden was so much more powerful than Kaido, he wouldn't be that weary of Kaido, Orochi, and his forces. So it had to be the case where even though Shaden had Kaido on the ropes and near death, it was actually more so either Kaido underestimating Shaden or Shaden getting lucky. It could be one of those two, honestly. Because prior to that, Shaden seemingly fight against Kaido and was blown back by some kind of fire attack that Kaido did. So it's safe to say that Shaden and Kaido are on the same tier. It's safe to say that back in the day. But it's just that Shaden's still a bit higher within that tier. So I would say that the last chapter was definitely the dawn. And even though in the real time, he is still clean as all hell, in the flashback, it was looking pretty dark for a bit. But now that we're seeing Kaido apologize to Shaden, and Shaden say those words, almost of encouragement to Kaido, that... So the only stain now on Kaido in the flashback is Kaido Crab Legs, which is a meme. Right now, Kaido's name has changed from 100 hostages to 100 honors. And the honors came in with the bright light of the god that we call Goda. Goda graced us with 100 honors, Kaido. My bad, bro. My bad. For the old hag, I didn't mean that. I had her killed because that wasn't cool. That wasn't clean. And that, my friends, is absolutely, tremendously a good thing. Before, but after, and you can't help, as a Kaido fan, you can't help but appreciate what Oda did in the last chapter. And I'm very, very pleased. So, let me know your stance on the subject matter at hand. I'm pretty sure that there's still going to be a lot of Kaido detractors, but the Kaido detractors should be ignored and thrown to the wayside because they're ignoring the facts of the reality. Because Kaido is nothing but honors. But let me know, of course, where you stand in the comments section down below. I'm gonna catch you guys and gals later. Be sure to rate the video. It is not that hard to do. I guarantee you that, because I know that you all have a device called Zamaosu. You use Zamaosu to click, rate the video, to click, subscribe, to click on that bell to join the squad. And of course, as always, feel free to please do comment in the comment section down below. Once again, peace and have a nice goddamn day.